Oi, oi, hello guys, and welcome back to the Fat Cat Caravan. I hope everyone is doing well today. Here we are. Here we are. I'm finally doing a video on this. This is Road Truckers, a new beginning. Now, you're probably thinking, hold on a minute, how come Fat Cat hasn't talked about this, hasn't done no video on it or nothing like that? It's only because I've just been, for the last couple of days, I've been kind of watching, digesting, taking all the information in about this game, this new announcement from Road Studios. All right, so basically what this video is going to be doing today is I'm going to be talking about my thoughts, feelings. We want to have a discussion. I want you to tell me what you're thinking in the comments down below also about this. But right, so I guess we better just get straight into it. Right, now the video you can see in the background playing is obviously the trailer. Now, please bear with me. I couldn't get a better quality trailer than this. It's absolutely rubbish. It's just a background filler while we talk about this. I'm sure many of you people have seen the trailer. For some reason I couldn't get my downloader to do it in more than like 360p, or it's really bad. Anyway, like I say, it's just a placeholder. It's more about a discussion. All right, let's get into it then, shall we, guys? Right, so my first thoughts when seeing this trailer, I thought, oh, hold on a minute, what's going on here? That's a different art style, isn't it? This looks more cartoony than Alaskan. Have they taken a step backwards? Have they, Alaskan was like a realistic truck simulator. The graphics were like kind of, pretty much, they're not completely real, as we discussed before, that, kind of PS3 graphics or whatever, right? But they were aiming for that kind of realistic feel. Now, seeing this, I was like, hold on. This is probably going to upset most of the community who are waiting for, like, potentially Alaskan Road 2 or something like that, or a new, the new project. Well, this is it. Now, first glance, like I say, it's a cartoon. It's definitely a different art style, a vast difference from the first game. Now, is that a bad thing? I don't know. For many of you people have just kind of dismissed it and think, you know what, this ain't for me. Then fair enough. I mean, if the art style affects you that much, where you think, nah, this ain't for me, then I understand. Now, I've kind of just taken a step back and just been looking and kind of thinking, hang on a minute. Now, with me, I have two channels. If you didn't know, I have the Cozy Cat Gaming and I have the Fat Cat Caravan, obviously, right? Now, cozy games do appeal to me, right? RPGs are my staple. They appeal to me a lot. Now, what this game is selling it as is basically a cozy RPG trucking game, right? Now, although those three things tick my boxes, right? It's not probably going to tick everyone's boxes, but for the most part, I kind of like the art style. I know it's different. Don't get me wrong. We all want a good, serious trucking game with all the bells and whistles and kind of stuff. And if rumors are true, about ETS, ATS, we may get that sometime in the future. So I'm not worried. I mean, if we get that giant over here, then something like this is different. What I like about this, it's obviously you have to remember all this footage is pre-alpha. It's pre-alpha. It's not even alpha. It's pre-alpha. Okay, this can only get better and look better and stuff like that. So that's what you have to remember right now, right? So yeah, what you're seeing now is pre-alpha. There will be a demo on Steam, which I definitely will be trying out and showing for the channel. It might change your opinion. By the time this comes out, I mean, it's not scheduled to like 27 on PlayStation Store. By the time it comes out, then it might look a completely different game. Yeah, it might have the same kind of look, but it might be polished. And anyway, we will see, right? So yeah, it's an RPG. It's a trucking RPG. So basically, I have watched. I want to put a shout out to Game Tech UK. Did watch his video, and he spoke to the developer directly. That was Michael at Road Studios, and he was kind of saying he loves RPGs. Yeah, I mean, a lot of Polish people do actually. And I love RPGs. Now he wants basically his kind of thought is the truck is the main your character, and then you build up by getting different parts, like different bonnets, different etc. Blah blah blah. Right. It's like you're adding armor to your, it's like you're changing your character's armor or something like that. But I kind of get that concept, and I quite like that, if I'm honest. But I know many of you out there won't, and that's completely fine as well. This game obviously it won't be for you then. You know what I mean? Now, apparently in this game, the physics are more advanced than Alaskan Road. Now, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see till it comes out. We can play test it, or whatever, beta, demo, anything. But yeah, that's what they claim. Also, right, so you can customize trucks mechanically and visually as well, as I've mentioned. So everything from like bonnets to trunks to tires to mud guards to everything like that, and inside the truck and outside the truck, right? So you can kind of customize it to how you look as well. Now, what I did notice as well, so you've got this hub area, which is like kind of like your local village. And the thing I like about this is almost like a supply and demand kind of thing going on, where let's just say, I don't know, the greengrocers down the road needs, like, I don't know, fruit from a farm or something. So you go to the farm and you're kind of delivering those goods. And it's kind of like a community thing. You're delivering from one point to another point, supplying the community. And then eventually you go outside into the main map. Right, the main map, we've got a world map. So within this world map, as far as I can understand it, I could be wrong, but you've got these different hub areas, like cities and towns around within the world map itself. So that sounds pretty cool. At first glance, I thought, oh, is this the map? Just that little hub? No, that's just the hub area. So that's cool as well. I like the sound of that. Now, obviously, there are NPCs in the game. When you go to these different places, you know, you can kind of speak to these people and maybe like engage a bit more. To me, I do like an NPC at the end. I don't like just, there's nothing worse than having a trucking game. You just deliver to a company, you don't even see the person. That was my main kind of gripe with heavy cargo as well. Like, there's nothing worse pulling up and there's no person standing there going, all right, mate, how you going? You know, sign like a delivery docket or something. I like that interaction with NPCs. I always loved that. It hasn't got to be like a massive storyline where you're texting each other like that, like you do in Truck Driver. No, just simply have a man greet you and go, okay. Alaskan did that pretty well, as far as I'm concerned. They're pretty, you know, emotionless and just stood there, but at least it was an NPC you can kind of engage with, you know? Yeah, so something that made me laugh on the Discord, like the Road Studios are kind of comparing, okay, so the second game is going to be a hit because Terminator 2 was the biggest hit, like Piranha 2 was like that's a kind of analogy. So I'm hoping that, you know, that's going to be the case. They're kind of using the sequels as the better game kind of thing. So that was quite fun. It just made me laugh, that did. But yeah, I mean, pretty much, like I say, I just want to kind of summarize now and just say, you know, is this game for you? I want a discussion about this game. Is it going to be for you? Is it for you? That's all I want to know. Because I'm not too fussed about this. I quite like this game, what I'm seeing so far. That's why I have been quiet. It's got the RPG mechanic. It's got the cozy mechanic. It's got that. I mean, is it the game we wanted? No, it's definitely not. But it's a fresh take. It's a different take. Whether it's going to be a good take or a bad take, I don't know at the moment. You know what I mean? I do not know. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. Like I say, when a demo comes out, whatever, you know, I'm going to test it. I'm going to try it for the channel. I mean, it might turn out I don't like it. You know, you never know. But I'm willing to. I'm keeping an open mind. You know, this is pre-alpha footage. Again, I can't stress this enough. You can't judge it yet. You can't judge it. You can't judge it until we play it, get it in our hands, and you know. All right, okay. I'm going to leave that there for that discussion. I just want to say, I want to touch on things they did say about the original Alaskan truck, right? So apparently they are going to support it still. Now, I find it kind of hard to believe because it's such a small team and how many people are going to support it. They'll be working constantly on this to try and get this game for 2027, isn't it? So, but they have said in their Discord that they have submitted a patch, an update already to Sony and Microsoft. Obviously now this can take a few days to get certified because Sony have to go through it, and you know how Sony are so long at going through these things, certifying. They've got to check for malware, backdoor, all that kind of stuff, right? So once it passes the test, we will have an update for Alaskan Road Truckers. That is official. That's gone to Sony, Microsoft, whatever. That is sitting there waiting. So that update is coming now. I don't know what it's going to fix because they also gone to say that their next update will trying to fix the sound bug. They'll be working on fixing the sound bug. Excuse me, I think that's kind of a priority. I think you should be working on a sound bug. Whatever this update's going to be, I think the sound bug needs to be next, to be honest, because that's such an immersion breaker. But anyway, they said they're going to support it. Also, the next update, they plan to fix the remaining memory issues. So obviously, memory's getting leaked. We've seen this in Train Sim World before, where there's unnecessary memory just being used. So they're going to try and clean that up, which frees up the memory, which they say will free up memory for some nice possibilities. Now I don't know what that means. Maybe the extra memory they can utilize it somewhere else. So you know what I mean. That I mean, who knows if they're going to? I hope they do support it, continue to support it. I really do. But yeah, it says it just goes on to say the updates won't end there. So again, they are supporting it. Whether that comes true or not, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But we can only hope, can't we? Because at the end of the day, I quite like, despite all its flaws, like Alaskan Road Truckers, I didn't mind it. It was just a lot of like immersion game breaking things for me that kind of threw me out of the experience, like the sound of like having to reload and blah blah blah, and you know. So if they can support it, I'm all for that. That is awesome. But apart from that, guys, I've got no more kind of news to talk about and discuss. Again, I've just been remaining quiet because I've been digesting what's going on. But here we go. I decided to release this video today. All I can say is, guys, let me know down in the comments below what you're thinking. Have you got a PC? Are you going to be picking up playing this, the demo? Are you know, I just want to know for PS5, have you wishlisted it? Because you can wishlist it now as well. You know, I just want to know what your thoughts are, really. But as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, smash the like button and consider subscribing, because we're going to cover this game on my channel. I'll tell you that. We are going to cover it. And yeah, take care, guys. And I will see you on the next one, all right? Peace out.